So when people think Georgetown, they often think storied history in the nation's capital.
Gorgeous facade going back hundreds of years.
By the beautiful Potomac with cobblestone streets.
And at the same time, you turn a corner and you're inside a high-tech ethics lab.
And I'm amazed by the number of people who come to Georgetown and think, wait a minute, I can't just be a user. I actually need to understand what it means to be a technologist in terms of policy and ethics and other issues.
The whole field of data science is trying to find meaning in data. So, right, the question is, how do we do that? And also, what is meaning? Who is it meaningful for?
The value of bringing humanities voices into the space is that we can start to connect the dot between the person on the data set and an individual in real life.
We're going to create hybrid thinkers, hybrid practitioners, hybrid scholars.
In a world where technology is touching every aspect of our lives, we need students in every discipline to have the literacy of understanding what is the potential, but then also how do we leverage technology in a responsible way.
Universities, they're traditionally very discipline-oriented, but tech in society is across the entire university.
And we dream big, and we say, okay, what do we want the future of Georgetown interdisciplinary collaboration to look like?
Like, how do we think about inclusive tech?
How can technology transform citizens' lives, rethink our approach to government?
How do we make sure that technology can be used to give people access to justice?
Maybe by chance, maybe there was a reason, but we are a group of researchers here who are interested in these questions, who are interested in doing the bridging between the different disciplines.
For us to conceptualize civil rights or any social movement forward, that intersects with technology, and it's inseparable from technology at this point.
I think right now the culture is it's too complicated. We don't want to ask these questions. And so what we're really trying to look at is how do we change that culture? And I think we do that through education. And what better place to do it than Washington, D.C., right?
For our students, there are no abstractions when it comes to policy and government. It's your backyard.
You only need to see things like the Mark Zuckerberg hearing to realize that there is a real information gap for some lawmakers.
How do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
I see.
So our vision is to build a policy lab, to be a cohort that literally take on government agencies as a client.
You have agencies that don't have a single technically trained person who are suddenly asked to write the future rules that will dictate entire technology industries.
The students that we're going to graduate, we want to give them the technology tools and the tools to reflect on value and goals of the social good.
And I think we're at the perfect place at Georgetown that is rooted in a tradition of 450 years of Jesuit values.
And part of what we do try to say is you are empowered to be change agents. Don't be passive and think this is what the world has to be. You're going to build the world. So the question we always ask them is, what kind of world do you want to build?